and gentlemen, this is CM Live! And tonight's episode is CM Classics. Starring Jess Ader-Ferretti, Danny Amy, Christina Dior, Ellen Dumlao, Katy Ferretti, Ronnie Green, Mikey Marvin, Ashley Nicastro, Panetta, Diana Romano, and Sam Rosario. And tonight's special host is Matthew Surico. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Matthew Surico.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of CM Live. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt Surico, and I'm honored to be your host tonight as we look back on some of the staple productions in our organization's history. As someone who's been a part of CM for over 10 years, I've been very fortunate to bring some of these magnificent shows to life, either as an actor, director, or music director. And I'm sure many of you out there in the CM family have seen these shows once, twice, or maybe even 8 different times over the years. Now, we can't wait to get back to bringing you the best of musical theater real soon. But in the meantime, we'd ask that you think about making a donation on our donation page on our new website at www.cmpac.com/donate. Any help that you can give us is more than appreciated. Now, before we get started with these amazing performers, I want to make sure that everybody has a snack, your drink of choice. I have mine right here, good old chocolate milk. And we're going to introduce our first guest. So, this first performer is just as much a staple at CM as the show that he is performing from. In fact, he has been this role almost every single time that we've presented it. Now, please give a round of applause for Rich Panetta singing If I Were a Rich Man from Fiddler on the Roof.
Hello, CM friends. I'm going to share with you my version of If I Were a Rich Man from Fiddler on the Roof. Dear God, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, that it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what could have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, diddle-deedle, 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 diddle-dum, all day long I'd pity bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-deedle, 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 diddle-dum. If I were a pity rich, diddle-deedle, diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There could be one long staircase just going up, one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle-deedle, 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 diddle-dum, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-deedle, 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 diddle-dum. If I were a pity rich, diddle-deedle, diddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Aye, what a happy mood she's in. screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptavia, pardon me, Reptavia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-do. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. 'Cause when you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, daddle-diddle-daddle-diddle-daddle-diddle-daddle-dum, day long I'd bitty-bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Thank you so much, Rich. It was so great to hear you sing that song again. I was fortunate enough to be in our last production of Fiddler on the Roof where Rich played Tevye, and I got to sit in the wings every night and watch him sing that song, and it was so great to hear you sing it again. Now, our next performer was also in that production of Fiddler on the Roof, and she is here singing a song from a role that I just can't wait to see her play one day. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the incomparable Katy Ferretti singing the title song from Rodgers and Hammerstein's The Sound of Music.
Good evening, and thank you all for joining us. My name is Katy Ferretti, and I'm going to be singing The Sound of Music. The lyrics, "My heart will be blessed with the sound of music," resonate so profoundly in the artistic community, especially right now. And we want to thank you so much for the incredibly generous donations that you've made to our home, CM, and we hope to see you real soon.
was beautiful, Katy. Thank you so much. You know, Katy is set to star in Holiday Inn alongside an incredible cast in our next season. And if you missed out on our launch party last week, our artistic director, Patrick Grossman, announced our new fall season. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, go take a look after our program tonight. You know, I cannot believe that we are already in season 47. That blows my mind. You know, it was like yesterday when our next performer was belting his heart out as Jesus in Godspell and as Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. So please welcome longtime family member Danny Amy singing All Good Gifts from Godspell.
Refreshing rain, all good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. So thank the Lord for all his love. First CM show I saw was Godspell in the basement of my church. It changed me forever. I grew up in CM. I made some of my happiest memories there. And CM carried me through some of my darkest ones as well. So now I'm asking you if you're able to make a donation while their stages are dark, so that they can continue their journey for generations to come. Then, O Father, for all things bright and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food. What gifts have we to offer, for all thy love imparts, but that which thou desirest, our humble thankful hearts. Around us are sent from heaven above. Then thank the Lord for all his love. I really want to thank you, Lord.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Danny. Did you guys know that Godspell has been produced 8 different times? That makes it the most produced show in CM history. Well, aside from our annual Lenten tour of Journey Crossing Crucifixion and our seasonal smash The Rocky Horror Show. But as far as main stage shows go, Godspell takes the cake. Now, another show that holds a very special place in our hearts is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar. And our last production in 2015 holds a very special place in my heart, because it was the show that brought live music back to CM for good. You see, for the 5 years prior to Jesus Christ Superstar, we had been using canned music as our primary source of accompaniment, and while we had a small band for Rent and the Marvelous Wonderettes, it just wasn't the same. So thanks to Patrick, Elise, and the whole board, we got the support to bring live music back. And we've had a full orchestra down in that pit ever since. And I just want to shout out all the wonderful musicians that we've had playing down there for the last 5 years. They're all wonderful people and make wonderful music together. And I can't wait to get back down there and play some of those beautiful scores once again. Now, our next performer really needs no introduction. But you may remember her from her star turn in all of CM's productions of Evita. Please welcome Christina D'Orta singing I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Superstar.
Hi everybody, it's Christina D'Orta, Munes here. I just want to take a minute and just say thank you to CM. CM is an organization that shaped my life from the time I was 14. Extremely influential, it still is today for kids. Noel's, one of his favorite shows was Jesus Christ Superstar. I was blessed to be given this role, Mary Magdalene, by him. I followed Ellen Dumlao and on others. It became a piece of my heart as well, and I love it. Please donate anything you can to the theater. Whatever it is, anything, even if it's small, it makes a big difference. It goes a long way. I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed. In these past few days, when I've seen myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this. I don't see why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny? I should be in this position. I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool. No lover's fool, running every show. It scares me so. It all about. Yet if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope, just couldn't cope. I'd turn my head, I'd back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. I want him so. I love him so.
love that song so much, Christina. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Now, our next song comes from a show that is one of my all-time favorites. And no, it's not The Music Man. It's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was very fortunate to direct our most recent production last year. And amongst a cast of adults and kids and plush sheep and snake puppets, one of the highlights were the costumes designed by our resident costume designer, Ronnie Green. Also a big fan of this show, Ronnie played Joseph in our 2007 production of this musical. Now, here tonight to sing Any Dream Will Do is Ronnie Green. Take it away, Ronnie.
Hi everybody, I'm Ronnie Green. I just wanted to take a moment to thank all the viewers who have helped make CM Live a success. Tonight I'm going to be singing the song Any Dream Will Do from Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. This show means a lot to me because it was the first show I ever auditioned for at CM, and I also played the title role in 2007. I closed my eyes, drew back the curtain to see for certain what I thought I knew, far, far away. Someone was weeping, but the world was sleeping. Any dream will do. I wore my clothes with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And in the east, the dawn was breaking, and the world was waking. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. A crash of drums, a flash of light, my golden coat flew out of sight. The colors faded into darkness, I was left alone. May I return to the beginning, the light is dimming, and the dream is too. The world and I, we are still waiting, still hesitating. Any dream will do. Any dream will do. Any dream will do.
I love getting to hear Ronnie sing. He's one of those people who we don't get to see on stage all the time because he's such an asset on the production side of the table, both as a costumer and as a director. And our next performer is in the same boat. She's a powerhouse triple threat who traded in her jazz shoes and quickly became one of our most frequent director choreographers. You may remember her from last season belting and tapping away as Miss Shields in A Christmas Story, or touring the island in our day rep production of Elephant and Piggy, or directing and choreographing the stellar productions of Newsies, American Idiot, and On the Town, just to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for my friend Ashley Nicastro singing As Long as He Needs Me from CM staple, Oliver.
I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on the way I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got, my pride, as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people say I must. I've got to stay true, just as long as he needs me.
Yes, Ashley. Yes. Huh. All right. Now, shows like Oliver are so great to produce because they feature an ensemble of children in the cast. Shows like Oliver give our talented youth the chance to perform on our main stage, which is invaluable in their growth as performers. CM has a thriving educational program that Noelle was so passionate about, and it's no surprise that so many of our staple shows feature children in the cast. And it's so great to see one of our CM kids get to make their debut on our main stage. And a number of kids recently got to do that in our 2018 holiday production of Annie. 16 girls shared the roles of Annie and her 7 friends, and many of them made their main stage debuts that year. So, to sing all about those little girls, please welcome Jess Ader-Ferretti, reprising her role as Miss Hannigan.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings. I like a man to nibble on my ear. I'll admit, no man has bit, so how come I'm the mother of the year? Little cheeks, little teeth, everything around me is little. If I wring little necks, surely I would get an acquittal. Some women are dripping with diamonds, some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. On behalf of all of my little girls and all the little girls out there who may someday step into the very glamorous shoes of Miss Agatha Hannigan, please consider donating to CM Performing Arts Center. And get ready to get on your feet, because season 47 is going to be amazing. How I hate little shoes, little socks in each little bloomer. I'd have cracked years ago if it weren't for my sense of humor.
so much, Jess. That was great. You know, I really want to do another show with you, so can we make that happen after quarantine's over? Shoot me a text and we'll figure it out, all right? Are you all having a good time tonight? I know I am. Now, since we are halfway through our program, I thought I'd remind you to please visit our website, www.cmpac.com/donate, to make a donation to our GoFundMe campaign. Any help that you can give us is more than appreciated. Now, our next song comes from Stephen Schwartz's Pippin, a coming-of-age story about finding your place in the world, something I'm sure we all can relate to. And I'm sure many of us can see ourselves in Pippin and identify with this next song. So here to sing Pippin's anthem, please welcome Mikey Marvin singing Corner of the Sky.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Mikey, and I am so stoked to be back tonight for another CM Live. I, about a year and a half ago, had the opportunity to play Pippin in CM's production of Pippin, which was really a dream come true for me, and such an honor and such a wonderful experience. And I'm so excited to be able to share one of those songs with you tonight. This is one of the musical theater greats, and it makes it even more special knowing that it was one of Noel's favorites. So, without any further ado, here is Corner of the Sky. Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. Every man has his daydreams, every man has his goals. Like the daydreams have of sticking to the soul. Thunderclouds have their lightning, nightingales have their song. Don't you see, I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. So many men sit destined to settle for something small, but I will press until I know I'll have it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. And far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. The sky.
You're incredible, Mikey. It was so great to hear you sing that song again. Now, when I was doing my research for tonight's program, I was shocked that this next show was not our most produced, or even second most, or even third most. Tied for fourth place is the rock and roll social commentary on the 1950s, Grease. And here to sing the passionate 11 o'clock number is CM alum and former Rizzo, Diana Romano, singing There Are Worse Things I Could Do.
Hi, everyone. I'm Diana Romano. Buckwald. Coming to you live from my unfinished basement I just put my little one to sleep. This is the only place I could sing this without her flipping out. So here we are. I also kind of feel like Betty Rizzo would have sang this song in her basement, so I'm not really that upset about this. It's kind of a nice atmosphere for her. Anyway, I played Betty Rizzo in Grease 2003. We did it in February, and then we did it again back by popular demand in August. Really awesome year. Such a fun cast. I was just talking to my brother Rob about it before I did this recording because I wanted to say something, and we said it was just so much fun, such great laughs and memories, and I miss everybody that I've ever come in contact with at CM. I love everyone, and if I came in contact with you now, I know, as many of you have said, that it would be as though we had never left each other and that no time has passed. And that's what I love about that place. That's what I loved about the people there. Always felt like home. I just want to give a big, huge shout out to Patrick Grossman. I am extremely, extremely proud of you. I know I have not been back to the theater in a very long time, but I am just so proud of what you've done there and what you've accomplished. And that's it. I just wanted to give a shout out to you. So I love you. Anyway, here's There Are Worse Things I Could Do. Here we go. There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance, make them think they stand a chance, then refuse to see it through. That's the thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night, wait around for Mr. Right, take cold showers every day, and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy. I don't steal and I don't lie, but I can feel and I can cry. In fact, I bet you never knew. But to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing I could do.
Thank you, Diana. You nailed it. Now, up next is someone who I've had the pleasure of performing with on many occasions, and she is set to star as Gloria Estefan in our upcoming production of On Your Feet. Top-notch powerhouse Sam Rosario is here to sing Somewhere from Leonard Bernstein's West Side Story.
Hi, my name's Sam Rosario. I just wanted to say how grateful I am to be a part of these cabarets and say how thankful I am for everyone who's donated. If you haven't so far, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you would donate anything you can. The song really represents exactly how I feel about being back at CM.
was beautiful, Sam. Thank you. Love you so much. Now, before we sign off, we have time for one last performance. And let me tell you, I have been looking forward to this all night long. So, while this show was only performed once on our main stage, this song, sung by this performer, is a CM staple and truly embodies the spirit of CM. I love her, you love her, and I'm so excited. We're just gonna start because I need to see this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Ellen Dumlao singing Home from The Wiz.
Hey everybody, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are all safe and healthy. Before I begin, I just wanted to give thanks to those of you who have contributed to the CM Performing Arts Center Emergency Support Fund. Thank you very much for your generous donations. And for those of you who can, please consider making a donation to help keep CM afloat during this critical time, and also to help keep Noelle's legacy alive, to keep it going and growing. Noelle's legacy, yes. This song is from the musical The Wiz, and it was introduced to me by Noelle when I was a teenager. And it is a song that has resonated throughout the organization, and for those who have been mentored by Noelle, it's become a very special song because Creative Ministries CM Performing Arts Center has been a home for a lot of us who felt like we didn't belong anywhere, you know, and for those of us who were trying to find our own voices in the world. So, without further ado,
Should we run away, or would it be better?
see you at home.
Ellen, if we do not get you back on our stage really soon, I am going to lose my mind. That was absolutely phenomenal, and I can't think of a better way to close out our program. So thank you all for tuning in tonight as we got to take a look back at some of CM's staple productions. As we listened to all of these songs tonight, it got me thinking about why all of these shows became our staples. And I think it has to do with the common themes of family, love, acceptance, and being yourself, all things that Noel instilled in this community. And it only makes sense that our work would reflect that. Not to mention that all of these shows are incredibly written and continue to stay relevant in these ever-changing times. Now, it's been an honor to be your host tonight, and I hope to see you all healthy and safe real soon when we reopen our doors. Don't forget to visit our website and consider making a donation to help us out in the meantime. Have a good night, y'all.